Hey you guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel with All Smiles Over Here. I am Wilson, just like asking the question, will Santa help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm going to try not to keep it long, but y'all know if it gets good, I'm going to keep on talking. The golden nugget is, you won't skip a beat. You won't skip a beat. You will get exactly what you have always desired. Matter of fact, you already have it, if that makes any sense. It starts up here. But let me tell y'all a story, okay? My husband and I, I don't know what this thing said. I can't zoom. Y'all, I ain't even trying to zoom. I'm recording. I'm not trying to take video. Okay, my husband and I, we had hired a yard service people to take care of our yard, right, a while back. And they were called, what drew us to them is that they were called I'm not going to say their name, but I'm going to let you guess what it is. It's the place that Moses took the people after he freed them from slavery, from Pharaoh. Y'all know, remember what that was called? The what? The It's three. The It's three words, but when you say it again, it's for the. I give you first the, then the other one's But anyway, y'all. But it was called that, and I was like, oh, that has a ring to it. I was like, well, let's just call them and see. And sure enough, we called them. They came out. They assessed our front and back and side yards. And the dude was like, okay, yeah, we could do that. We could do this. We'll do that. We'll do this. So we was like, okay, you saying you could do all this, but so what's the coin? Like, we was like, oh, so how much is this gonna cost? How much our coin you want? So anyway, he told us. It was like, okay, that's cool. So when they first came out, they cut the yard, and that's all they did. And my husband said, well, babe, did they trim? Did they pull weeds? Did they? And I was like, no, they didn't. And it was like, okay, because they come every week, right? So the next week came around. They came, they cut the yard, and they left. My husband asked, did they trim? Did they pull weeds? Did they clip da-da-da-da? And I was like, no. And we were like, you know what? Maybe I have to tell them when I'm supposed to, when I want them to do certain things. So the next day, I'm leaving out, and I say, hey, I see actually they're coming in, and while I'm leaving out, I say, hey, I need you guys, if you don't mind, I need you guys to go ahead and pull the weeds around the front and on the sides and whatnot and all that stuff. And it was like, okay, sure, all right, we'll do it. Y'all, I get back, not done. And I'm like, I know. Now did I dream that I told them to pull it? And they had not done it. So long story short, every single week, same thing, consistency. We were just paying them basically to cut our yard. They weren't trimming anything, they weren't doing anything. So, you know, when you have what you consider the best, or when God bless you with things, it doesn't matter how long you have had it. You could have had something for like 10 years. You still want to take care of it. Why? Because you're showing God that you are faithful with that, and you're not going to take it for granted. You're not going to be wasteful of it. Got it? So they just went doing their job. And so my husband and I was like, you know what? These people basically are not doing their job, and it was causing within our household us to feel a certain way. My husband wasn't satisfied, which means I wasn't satisfied, which means every time I told them to do something, my husband said, babe, I thought you said you told. I said, I did. So it wasn't causing friction in the house where it was tension, but it was causing like, we're not happy when we walk outside and see that a bush needs to be leveled off. We're not being pretentious. We're just saying, hey, get this done because this is what you say you do. So y'all, it went on and went on and went on. Of course, my husband and I, we try to give people the benefit of the doubt, try to say, you know what, they really are trying to service us, and maybe they really do need the help. And sometimes we get in a place where we think, but we don't want to just fire them because they really do need the help. And we think that they're providing us a service, but really people hang around and stick around, and they'll do and take advantage of you, and you think you're helping them, but really you're not. Well, you are. You're helping them, but they're not doing you a service. You got it? So we just got to a place. I think the straw that broke the camel's back was it was during the holiday time, and we had asked. They said, oh yeah, we'll be able to get to your yard. Mind you, they still haven't trimmed. They still have. This has been too long, almost too much, y'all. So they said the holidays won't affect you guys. We'll still be able to get to you. And we was like, okay. And at that time we had people coming over and stuff. And sure enough, the day before that, they didn't show up. Okay. And the day that my family members and our families were coming over, and friends were coming over, they hadn't come. And the next day was actually the holiday. So we were like, what in the world? They haven't come. And we could tell when the yard hadn't been cut. Even though everything is leveled off, the grass is leveled off, you still could tell the height. At least we do. We know when our yard hadn't been cut. So we call, at least I text the guy and say, hey, are you guys cutting? Are you going to cut it? And he texts back and said, yeah, they've already been over there. And I was like, no, they haven't. I've been home all week, all day, because my husband took the kids to school and picked them up and whatnot. And then one of the guys called me and said, oh, he misunderstood me. I just drove by your house. I drove by your house and noticed that your yard really didn't need to be cut, so we're going to get you guys next week. I was like, no, that's not what you told me. That's not what you told me. And I told him, I said, my husband said that he wants to cut today. And he's looking for you to be out here today. And y'all, that was it. When that happened, we were like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Not gonna be able to do it. And right after they cut it, the following week, they didn't show up. And I told my husband, I said, you know what? It's time to get somebody new. Because sometimes when you'll stay stuck in a situation because not because you can't get out of it. It's sometimes you think that they actually need your help. You don't want to be harsh to people. You don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want to think about how they'll be hurting and stuff. But sometimes when people aren't serving you serving you up what you actually need, it's time to let them go. And that's exactly what we did. And after my husband talked to them, I had actually saw another company, and to this day, y'all, I can't tell y'all what their name is. I just know their number and know the guy who owned it. I can't tell you the name of his business for anything, but I do know that I was driving and I saw them, and they looked like they were working diligently. They all had smiles on their faces, and I was like, oh, let me get a card. I got a card, and when we called, of course, after we ended that yard man relationship or whatever, we called that new person with the card, and guess what? He was like, yeah, I'll be there on Friday. Guess what? They were there on Friday. And I saw something that I hadn't seen in a while, y'all. I was looking in that backyard, and I saw somebody bent over. And I was like, what are they doing? It looked so weird to me because I hadn't seen that in a minute, right? Y'all looked like they were picking blackberries, juniper berries, whatever kind of berries you could pick. It looked like that he was picking berries to make a lot of pies, which means he was pulling weeds. And I was like, oh my God, they're pulling weeds. They're actually doing the job. They're actually doing the work. They actually are doing what we're paying them to do. And I called my husband. I said, babe. And he was actually about to get into a business conference call. He said, is everything okay, babe? I said, babe, they're pulling weeds. He was like, oh, okay. I said, babe, they're actually pulling the weeds. And we both were laughing because it was like, you know, when you with somebody, as far as like whatever type of relationship you have with them, whether they're a friend or they're a yard person or they're an employee, you expect them to do what it is that they're supposed to do. Be a friend. Be the yard person. Be the relative. Do what comes with that title. You know what I mean? And so the fact that they were actually doing what came with that title, I was so excited, y'all. And then my husband said, well, hopefully who knows, they may surprise us and trim all the bushes, the topiaries and stuff. Y'all, when I got ready to leave to go pick the kids up from school, our topiaries that stand like maybe 10 feet or 12 feet tall, high built, I stepped out there and they were trimmed. Everything was trimmed and lined up, all the weeds were, I was like, OMG, they actually did it. I was so excited, y'all. But the point I'm making that once we turn loose and cut loose, that wasn't serving us, that was causing a little havoc in our space, me and my husband, our family space, because every time we walked out, it was some confliction with our eyes. It was causing tension with our eyes because we walked out and saw things weren't right. So it was causing tension within our family, in our eyes, to see our yard, if y'all get what I'm saying. And once we cut that loose, wet wasn't serving us. And this almost sounds like what I was talking about the other day about yesterday is gone. Leave yesterday behind. But y'all, that yesterday was over. And when they did that, y'all, it felt like we had not skipped a beat. It felt like that it's almost like when you're having a baby, you ladies, and you're in labor, all that pain. But then when that baby comes, it's like, oh, I didn't skip a beat. All that was worth it. Everything that I went through, everything that was kind of tense and whatnot, and that was painful, I ain't even thinking about that. I'm so focused on how beautiful this baby is. Y'all, my husband and I were so focused on that yard that we didn't skip a beat. It was as if we was back 2-3 months ago in that time of hiring. It's like what they did just blew yesterday away. Blew the old yard people away, because we were like, oh my God, they did the job. In other words, and that's what I'm telling y'all, you won't skip a beat. You will not skip a beat. I know some of you guys are like, well, dog, I think I made the wrong decision with doing this. You ain't gonna skip a beat, because when that now I'm seeing like I'm getting back into the other one. Once the yesterday is gone, what is replaced with it? And let me tell y'all this: the yard person we found, the new one, is actually was in our same neighborhood, which means they have always been there. They have always been in our presence. What we had, we already had it, but we didn't use it. We couldn't see it. Why? Because we had something else in that space. So once we got sick and tired, my eyes was able to see those yard people in our neighborhood that service our other neighbors' yard. And once we cut loose that, we were able to just grab onto that, what was already in our neighborhood, was already in other words, already in the house, okay? So when that happens, y'all, when you turn loose and you get fed up and you just say, this ain't gonna work, we ain't doing this no more, I ain't going back to it, I'm not gonna give you a second chance, I'm gonna give you a third chance, because it's not working for me, it's not helping my family, with my eyes in my yard, it's not doing. I'm not worried about if you're gonna be able to feed your household. I'm gonna pray that God blesses you, that you'll get another customer, okay, to help you out. But I won't be the customers providing that for you. I got to cut you loose. You got to go. You got to go. And when that happens, y'all, you won't skip a beat. Why? Because the newness of what you're gonna get, you're gonna have people doing stuff for you. When you think of it, they've already done it. That's exactly what y'all, I'm checking my time. Oh, y'all, I'm almost at 13 minutes. But that's what will happen. By the time you think about it, they've already done it. By the time you are wanting something, they're already bringing it. Things that you things that you thought of that you should have had, or that you should have gotten, that should have been done, and then you thinking that maybe you could have did it, but then they'll turn around and do it for you. You see what I'm saying? So y'all, you're not gonna skip a beat. The beat that you think that you skipped when you was with that wasn't providing, was a yard man or employee or whatever. The person that's already in the house, they're already, which means they're already around you. Whatever it is, an employee or whoever, whatever you need to replace something with, it's close by. Trust me, it's super close. It's in the house already. It's in the house already. They're gonna surprise you. You're gonna say, I didn't notice that gentleman always sweeping over there. I need me a janitor. And you've been hiring everybody around the bend, and they ain't been getting the work done. And you come out your house and see this man sweeping out off his patio every day, like he was sweeping as if God was coming to visit. And then you finally, once you got rid of that old janitor, you realize, hey man, I see you sweeping every single day. What you do? Well, I'm out of work, but I've done janitorial work. You don't say. You know, that's how it works, you guys. It's already in the house sometimes. It's always so close to you that when you turn loose whatever ain't serving you, that you need to feel, whatever it is need to be filled, listen, it's already in the house, per se, okay? All right, I'm gonna go. You ain't gonna skip a beat, because when you finally let go and the newness come in there, it's gonna be as if, like I said, like somebody having a baby, all that pain, all that whatever, all that work you put into it, it's going to erase all of whatever the non-service that they were doing or whoever was doing. You ain't going to even think about that. It's going to be like a poof. Like, did I remember? I don't even remember those people. It's like a distant memory. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going on that note. I'm right at 15 minutes, y'all. I'm gonna go on this note because it was not my intention to keep y'all this long, but I will not do what? I want to apologize. Why? Because it got good, and I hope y'all got the gist of the message. And the message is that you will not skip a beat. You won't skip a beat. You're gonna be on beat. You're gonna be on beat. You ain't gonna skip a beat. Y'all, let me stop. I'm finna go. I'm acting silly. I'm finna go. If you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever wet mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. Y'all take care. Y'all, thank you again so much. Thank you again so much to all my subscribers. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified. Y'all, I don't never say that, but today I'm saying it today. I hardly ever say it, but y'all, thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay blessed, and y'all know what's coming next. Ciao. Y'all, I said ciao.